May profits be upon you. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening. I'm not having a good time, apparently, because I am knee deep in doing market research, right, for analysis. Look, this is the NZDUSD, New Zealand dollar against the USD, right? Let's check the old RT money meter, and the RT money meter tracks the rate of change over a 15-week period of each currency. And I update it every week. Last week, we can see the NZD, the New Zealand dollar, was at minus 216. This week, though, it is at minus 509, minus 5.09. It is trending down, weak, and getting weaker. That is a big step down, 3 points, right? Meanwhile, the USD is at 5.74 last week, and this week it is at a very strong 8.45. There's a reason why it's at the #1 spot. The funky thing is everybody else is trending in the other direction, weak. The state of the world, right? So we're going to put the strong against the weak, USD against the New Zealand dollar, right? That's what we're going to do here. Now, I happen to like this pair for next week. Why? Because we have FOMC Wednesday for the US dollar, and we also have non-farm payroll on Friday. FOMC is my point of interest here, because should the Fed continue, with their talk and all, what they've been discussing, higher rates are coming, and that would mean more strength to the dollar. All right, this is a safe haven run to thing. Okay, we're running the safe havens globally. All right, everybody's taking money out of other currencies and coming into the US dollar as the chief safe haven. This is the global currency of reserve currency. You understand that? It's the way it is. All right, so I'm looking at further declines in the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. All right, and now I want you to just read the price section. We are making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and we have just broken structure here for a very strong and momentum-filled lower low. Okay, that break of structure is mucho importante, very important, right? I'm going to put that here, but in the bigger scheme of things, we are breaking this area here. Is this area not strong? Look at how price left this zone. This was a demand zone right here. This was a very strong demand zone, taking out liquidity, breaking structure to the upside, making new highs, right? Very important zone. And what did price do? Well, come on, man. Why would you do that? All right. What did price do? We broke it. We broke this demand. Broke it. All right. Violated that demand. If we are violating demand, who's in control? Supply. Supply is in control. Look at how we torpedoed through this demand. Okay. So after a break of structure here, after sweeping all of this sell side liquidity and taking out this structural low, higher, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, all the way up to break that, right? It's a valid, this one led to a break of that high. This is a valid, and we had a sweep of liquidity here. This is a valid demand zone. Broken. That one was broken too. Supply is in control. Lots of momentum to the downside. That's why I like this. All right. If the Fed does something hinky, then we'll see price reverse in this area. But here's the deal. We are already past that low. We already broke that supply. I mean, that demand. Here we are here. This is the the demand that we're in now. Hold on. This is the demand that we're in now. God dog it. Just, all right, you can see it's been mitigated here. It's been mitigated here. We're not in this demand anymore. I got it mixed up. This is the demand that we're in now, right? And we're already tapping on the door here of this range of price. We're already knocking on the door inside. All right. I've refined that zone to this area here. I mean, color's throwing me off. So if we go to the 4 hour, I want to show you something. I don't think this zone is going to last. I don't think this zone will hold. I think this zone is on the weaker side. Why? It swept liquidity on the way up, right? Should be pretty good. Reason why is right under it. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of liquidity right here. People who took longs have their stops here. Price is coming for that, man. This zone here don't look that strong. Let's just be honest. I think price will definitely tap down here, and once it does, maybe 1 or 2 taps, it'll break through. I think that the liquidity is too big of a draw for price to turn around. Look at how Thursday and Friday ended. Look at this. Look at the momentum here. This is a 4 hour candle. Look at that momentum. All right. And the follow through candle. So what I'm looking at is, what I'm thinking is any pullback will be seen as a correction. All right. Corrective. And I'm looking at, maybe a bull flag. All right. If price even makes it past this, I'm looking for unmitigated zones. I'm looking for unmitigated zones to turn price back around. Let me get rid of this for a second so I can make this point. All right, I'm looking for unmitigated zone. This is an unmitigated zone. This is a fair value gap left behind, an imbalance, because this is an imbalanced move and price will come back to balance it out. All right. Will we take this low? That's the question right now. All right. Will we take this low? If we don't, if price finds a way to get past this low, I'm looking for FOMC. If the Fed does the thing that we think it's going to do, which is hike the rates, that'll give strength to the US dollar, and we'll see price continue down, but it may draw up until then, up until Wednesday, when the FOMC announcement is published, right? When they have that meeting, and we find out what the interest rate decision is. Okay, so they'll position the institutions higher to give them a better price on taking shorts and forming a bear flag, right? But, and this is a big but, we don't know if that's going to happen. I think this price is too heavy to go but so far, to pull back but so far, honestly. So we got two things to look out for. What is that? Okay, I don't know what just happened. All right, so I'm going to look for unmitigated zones first. Here goes one. This is a possible POI, a possible area of supply that price could find a reason to go lower, right? If price was to come back up, all right? This is another zone. I like this range here, all right? Price makes it pass up here. The reason why I like it is because there's imbalance there, all right? When price made this supply zone, it took out liquidity to do so, left the fair value gap, and there's an inducement point here to get people to take shorts early, only to have price come back up, take them out of their trades, liquefy them, liquidity for liquidity, right? And then drop. Boom. So, you know, this is the scenario. We could see a straight drop from here. I believe this is there's not a whole lot to give price resistance. I think this thing could go, man. I really think this thing could go or come Wednesday. If we get that rate hike, I believe this thing could go. And if I'm going to choose a target, if I'm going to choose a target, my first TP would be at these lows for the liquidity. All right, these relative equal lows here. Under this is smooth traffic down to the next area of, you know, where price could find resistance. I mean, support. And yeah, this, I don't know about this one here. Let me see something here. Yep. This area here, and I would say this is 62,456. 62,456. Maybe we get down to here. I'm gonna look. I don't look. That's a good ways out now. That might not even happen next week, because it would have to be a very hard fall. But the thing is, there's not a lot of resistance here. Nothing to, you know, this is smooth traffic. That's the point I'm making. All right. So that's my analysis. All right. Go back to the 4-hour to recap. I think there's a lot of momentum. I don't think we're going to get a deep pullback because of the momentum. I think that US dollar is only going to get stronger. And we already know that the New Zealand dollar is getting weak on its own, getting weaker as the US dollar is getting stronger. So this might drop from where it's at. We'll see how it opens on Sunday, Sunday evening for Asia, right? We'll see how that opens. If we see it come up here, I'll be looking for the same thing I look for every time: a high, a pullback, a higher high, a low that takes out the previous pullback low, and then a return to impulse for that lovely entry right here. All right, I didn't spread these out just right. That looks a little fairer. Okay, yeah, so I'm looking for this here, here, yeah, and that's about it. All right, I don't think this zone of demand is going to hold. I doubt it. But if price does come back here, this would be my first TP. All right, second TP, you know, I'll be looking to come down here. All right, I want to take. No, actually, the second TP would be where these lows are. As soon as it takes those lows, because after it takes liquidity, you expect some kind of pullback. More times than not, some kind of pullback, and then it will continue. But look at this free traffic down here. Once we get down here, if we break we break those lows here, we take the liquidity from here. If the market takes out these lows, this is the TP. This is a lot of TP. There's a lot of pips to be made here. So I'm really on top of NZDUSD. Watch out for updates. Hit the like button if you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you like this analysis, leave a comment, man. Let me know if you find it a benefit in it, or if you have a differing opinion. I would love to hear it. All right. I think NZD is going down. It's getting weaker, and US dollar is going to drag it that way. Do subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification, the bell notification, so that you can make sure you don't miss any of my updates, because I send out updates frequently. All right. And I will see you on the other side. Check out the video to the left of your screen, because this one is also a forecast for next week. I will see you in the next video. Take care.